Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Barron, and on behalf of the Jewish Democratic Women's Salon, I'm honored to introduce you to our endorsed candidate for Georgia House District 51, Esther Panitch. If you don't know, House District 51 covers parts of Roswell, North Sandy Springs, and a little bit of Johns Creek. So thanks for being with us, Esther. We really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
So Esther, can you tell us a little bit about your background? I know you're a first-time candidate, so we'd like to get to know a little more about you.
Sure. Thank you. I am 51 years old. I have 3 adult children who are in college, and I'm married. I am a trial lawyer. I have been a lawyer for about 27 years. I graduated law school in 1995. I'm from South Florida, and about 18 and a half years ago, my husband and I and our 3 kids all moved up to Sandy Springs. We didn't know anybody and got to become part of the community. My kids were at the Epstein School, met a lot of the moms and the people in the community, took the Georgia bar, got a job, and worked in the community. Became a small business owner, have my own firm, and just saw what so many of us saw. And when 2016 came around, Donald Trump got elected, I knew that I had the skills to be able to take on bullies, because that's what I do in my job. And when extremists were coming into power, I knew that I had to do something. And so when the seat became available, I was willing to step up, especially when I was told that there would be no more Jews in the Georgia Assembly, as Mike Walensky was not running for re-election. And that was kind of the line for me. So I said, okay, let's do this. And here we are.
Well, thanks for stepping up. I'm looking forward to having you as my representative in House District 51. So can you tell us a little bit about the specifics of your particular race and what's happening with it?
Sure. Well, it's an open seat. Right now, Josh McLaurin, who's an attorney, has it, and he's a Democrat. But he has decided to run for the Georgia Senate. And so he called me and said, look, I'm going to run. Would you like to run for my seat? And he endorsed my candidacy. So I'm the Democratic nominee, and there is a Republican who is an ultra MAGA, straight Trump party line, election denying, COVID vaccine questioning, anti-choice, all the things that I'm opposed to, and all the things that most people in Georgia are opposed to. He is anti-gun control, reasonable gun control, and I'm for common sense gun legislation. He's got his own kind of sordid little criminal history, unpaid taxes. So we've got problems, and he's very proud to have been involved in SB 202, which makes it harder to vote, and came about because of alleged non-fraud. So we've got a real problem with bullies and extremists taking power in Georgia. And that's what I'm up against. And I'm geared for the fight. I'm trained for the fight. And with your help and everybody else's help, hopefully he will not be in power.
Yeah, I should have mentioned earlier that JDWS endorses candidates that share our Jewish democratic values, and it sounds like he does not. So I appreciate you sharing that with us. You mentioned that you need our help. So we've only got, 2.5 weeks left before final election day. So share with us really quickly, how can we support you and help you in your campaign?
Thank you. Well, first, I am buoyed by the early turnout numbers. They are very exciting. And if that keeps up, then I think the Democrats are in great shape, but we have to keep up the momentum. So first, go vote and check in with your friends and your neighbors and make sure that they have a plan to vote. If they haven't yet registered for an absentee ballot, they only have until the 28th, which is next week. So please help them register for their absentee ballot if they haven't yet done it. You can assist them. So please do so if they need assistance. Otherwise, give them a ride to the poll if they can't get one on their own. volunteer to canvass. Everybody needs help canvassing. Write postcards. If you can afford to contribute to my campaign, I would appreciate it. My campaign website is estherforgeorgia.com, all spelled out, ESTHERFORGEORGIA.com. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call. My cell phone is 404-849-7132. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about the campaign. And I look forward to representing the district. I want to write by the district. I'm passionate about our issues. I want women to be able to control their own bodies, their own futures, and their families' futures, and not to be controlled by men who are in the legislature who have no idea of the consequences of their votes. So they have no business making decisions for me or my family. So everybody needs to just be on the same page and go vote. And every election, I'm just going to say it for every election is the most important election going forward, just because it is, because we are challenged every time with some really negative forces out there. So please do your part as a citizen and get out there, because if you're not in politics, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being with us, Esther. We really appreciate it. And everyone should get out and vote. Thanks.
Thank you.